Now, we have the days of trouble has now come to America. The days of trouble has now come to us from Almighty God Allah, the God who is the real owner of the heavens and earth. Allah God created for himself a heaven. And then he let it out to a foreigner right race for them to enjoy themselves in it for a while. Now you see that they have proved unworthy of such glorious creations. And now the God who is the owner of this heaven and earth is ready to take over and rule it for himself. Never no more will the earth, nor the heavens or the earth, be let out to non-owners. There's a great wisdom taught to us in letting new creatures, right race, try to acknowledge a mastering act which they was not made to master, which we knew when we made them that they will not be able to master the original creation for long. For as long as the black people are the planet, there is no new creatures that can be put in order for ruling, that which we already have, and we are in it. It is such a wise piece of work that has been done. The wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the originator of this creation is just. See, there is no comparison anywhere to make. There is no such thing that the originators can put the planet aside out of the hole and let someone else take over. We see today this race, the right race, had not been successful in ruling according to their will and according to a real owner. For the right race have to use the original materials that he himself has created. There is nothing of which the white man can call himself the creator. So therefore, since the white race continue to make trouble, which by nature he was made to do, we do not see any way out trying to live with the white man in peace. The nature of the white man is ever causing unrest amongst themselves and amongst us too. See, the white man just cannot make peace for himself because of his nature. Today, God had decided that we, the black people, cannot get along with the white man in peace, and that the white man must be removed. The white race won't remove us, the black people. But in order for this white man to remove us, the black man, he had to move the whole entire heaven and make the heaven vote anything like life. And then from a vote, we have to just start all over again and create life. For the life in the universe, this life that we, the black people, have established it. Therefore, to get away from our own life, which was created by the black man, so that a new life could come in, we'll have to rid the space of life, which belonged to us, the black man. And when the space was rid of life that we, the black people, has created, no one went to create life of his own making. We, the poor black people here in America, must be chained into a new and different people altogether. So Allah God, who came in the person of Master Fala Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, taught me, but not a complete make of us. We will be renewed from what we are in now, and we call it a new thing. There will come a day when we, the black people, will have a complete new thing for man and earth and heaven above us. But according to the scientists, God will cause this to go into a new thing, that complete destruction of the old, where there is no root to grow something from, not this time. See, the thing that a lot of God would like to do now and will do is to destroy the works of the devil. And the devil would like to destroy God's work, what God has created. The wicked think today that they are mightier than God. You see, they always think that they can thwart his plan and purpose until he comes, who right it is to rule. See, the heaven and earth belongs with God. Now is his time to take over. See, the devil cannot destroy God's creation because the devil has no part in the creation of the first creation. And since the devil has no part in the first creation, just make the devil unable to lay hold to the power that would destroy the first work of God. See, the main thing which I keep mentioning enough to make you discuss is something for the black man in America who has spent his life long and sleeping in ignorancy of the knowledge of that which he is in. But as soon as the black man can awaken to the knowledge of this that he is in, then he can lay hold into that which he did not have knowledge of, which is that the black man is the creator of the first creation. Allah God wants to put this black man back into power. And the way the black man can be put back into power is Allah has to make this black man all over again to master the power, at giving the black man the authorities. Look at the poor, once peaceful black man in America. Look how he strives to reach for himself. Is now making a fast progress, and that which God leads for him to understand. The black man conversation has changed. See, the black man way of thinking has changed. His astral physical form has changed. It's a great thing that have come to the black man in America. The black man in America is getting happier and happier. It's not hard for this black man in America to get rich. He's getting rich from his own wisdom. See, no one have given him anything. You see, as the Bible teach you of the Son, we see no one have gave in to him, but he's getting rich so fast that God chose the Son to become the head of the house that he has to stray away from. The future of the black man is so beautiful that we can hardly comprehend it. The biggest thing that stands before us is qualification and readiness. Let us get qualified to master the house that God has given to us. For someone tries to rob us of that master in the house. If they rob us of the master in the house, I'm sorry for us. I say to you, black brothers and black sisters, do not be foolish. The kingdom of heaven will be given to you, and to me, have patience to receive it. But to get the house into our service, it's like a mother giving birth to a baby. The baby must mature in that which he is in. As the baby mature in the womb of the mother in order to be born, so the black man must mature to be born into a new world that the black man must build himself. These are the days of trouble. Pledged by God, America's doom. With the end of the rule of the right race over the black people of the earth in sight, we see face to face, we still have to deal with each other according to the actual facts, which exist between the two nations, black and white. With the nature and desire of the white race to continue their rule and suggestion of the darker people, even though the white man recognized the facts, he will continue to try to hold on into his rule, his suggestion, his thinking what he has acquired under such rule, that which is his. He cannot give up the prey of his concession, the merchandise which he has spotted out under the nose and eyes of the real owners, the black man. See, he's not willing to give up his possession, his concession, the merchandise that he has stole from the world. He's willing to hold into that. Even, my brothers and sisters, even if it means that there will be bloodshed. He's not really to let that go. He's willing to shed the blood of his own people and that of others to hold into that, which he called his legal possessions. We see the spirit arose in this black man, says no, that the continent and what is on and under its surface belong to him and his people, black nations. The spirit and knowledge is now not only confined to Africa and Asia, the black, brown, and yellow people, but it actually is now arising in American so-called Negro, the true lost and found brothers of the black man throughout the earth, whether it be Africa or Asia. He is the brothers of them all. It is the desire of the right race to continue to hold power and authorities over black Africa, whether it be elsewhere. They would just have to give it up. We see England, Germany, Italy, France, especially England, France, and Stellington, Germany seem to be diehards. See, the white man will be acting wisely if they will realize that one day, sooner or later, they must pack up and leave. Wherefore, I quote the Bible, prophesies concerning the separations of nations again, today as it was before. Every man must go to his own. This is the clearest and most direct justice that God and man could agree upon. The white man cannot live in luxury unless he has this black man in his place of possession and suggestion to his will. But as I repeatedly says in this paper and all my writings, you cannot make God and his prophet liars, nor can we reverse the time or the prediction in which these things will take place. The time have come. This is nothing but justice, that we have possession of what is our own. See, the white man is conscious of the fact that he had to see this black man of the knowledge of the black man and his possessions. But that particular authority was given divinely temporarily. But by that same divinity, it is now being taken from the right race. The right race is facing doom because she will not act according to justice and righteousness. So I say it again, the right race is facing doom because she will not act according to justice and righteousness, which was not by nature put in her. But this is known, and her race is frightened concerning her future, as we see here in America. And why is a race so frightened? Because God has taken confusion out of us and put into them. You see, eat America, help yourself to the desert of the earth. You have prepared this for yourself. You eat it. You see, all praise are due from Allah, God. So we see the white man recognize his coming doom. And many of them would rather die here than to go elsewhere outside of America to try to defend what they call their own independent sovereignty. You see, some have poured gasoline over themselves and committed suicide by setting themselves on fire. This is a very new and open act of a people who want every other people, black, brown, red, and yellow on earth, to fight their wars and to save the independency You see, a ruthless and brutal people like America, England, and Germany should be ashamed in these modern times to look for these people when they have robbed it, killed, murdered, and brought under suggestion by force, to think that today they should be so soundly asleep that they ignore the time and authority that they can unite as the Europeans have been doing against Black Africa and brown and yellow Asia. As the Bible says to the white race, as thou hast done, so shall it be done to you. See, the white man must return to Europe and concentrate on that continent for his future, or else concentrate on his death instead of his life. For they can no longer rule the black man. See, the black man now knows where his home is. He's now rising up to take possession of that, which is his. See, America doomed fear. Allah and the person, Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, for finding an offer to sit us in heaven at once, our submission to him entirely. See, the devil made hell for you. God is making us heaven. Heaven is the permanent place. See, the devil make hell for you. So we see Allah and the person of Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, for finding an office to sit us in heaven at once, our submission to him entirely. We fear the doom of America now cutting her to pieces. The prophecy teach us that her doom will come in one day. You see, death, mourning came in one day. One day means 1 year. Even after that, she should be burned with fire. Divine prophecies that America will suffer isolation from the nation of the earth. The Revelation of John and the Bible prophesies of America doom. America is spoken of under the savage name of a beast and dragon who oppose the messenger of God and all those who seeks to follow him. You see, we know this beast in the Revelation chapter 12, verse 14, there. This beast was very known, and there was a woman that was carrying that newborn. And ever since the devil been here 6,000 years on this planet, you see there's been one war. So this beast was trying to prevent progress from even happening in Revelation chapter 12, verse 4. And see, this beast started his ruthlessness. And this Latin America with heavy sentences, long prison terms. You see. So now, ever since the woman came with the child, and the child is to make his presence felt, to be amongst God's people. The beast we see, or dragon, trails the woman, seeking to destroy the messengers and his followers, the new convert. See, the messengers of Allah is referring to as the woman with a newborn baby, with a victorious beast-like enemy, trails her, the messenger of God, everywhere that he goes. The beast does this to prevent the messengers and his followers from making progress and making friends with his own black people. He will help the messenger to convert and unite his black people, not only United States of America, but the whole world of the black nations. To unite and fly out of our enemy who seeks to destroy and kill you and me night and day does not just mean leaving America, but it means also to lead the ideologically all that America represents. See, not only you gonna have to leave America, but you're gonna have to leave from all of her ideologically, her sexual indoctrinations, her filth and evil, her nudity. See, Jeremiah 6:14, you see they dressed the hearts of the people as though it's serious. See, peace, peace, they say, when there is no peace. See, whenever you got the American designers and manufacturers dress the woman up about 1/3 of her dress and turn her out partly nude. See, you cannot witness this where the gospel of Jesus is preached somewhere in the land. See, nudity was originated from the white race. Now they tell the world that we are the guide. But the guide to what now? Because they lead you into this filth. So you will have to leave America, and this means to lead the ideologically and all that America represents. We see in a nation, we see Europe and Asia stood far away, off for fear of a burning USA and for fear of a divine pledge. You see, Europe don't even want to have no part, nor Asia. Europe see her doom. Asia see her destruction. And they are standing far for the fear of this burning the USA, for fear of a divine pledge. This is the divine pledge that's happening right in front of our eyes. You see, none of these nations won't have no part. You see, she could say China's hurting, but we are hurting so bad that we are sitting in the midst of this crossfire. And 99% of us don't even know it. You see, every evil spooner ready to do his worst, make it difficult for the 99% ignorant to ever know what's at stake. I want to say to you, my black brothers and sisters, the end is now. Who says that you is going any place? See, heaven and hell are both a condition of life. They are not places. So the devil make hell for you. And God, in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, makes heaven for you and me. America has her own doom. The ultimate aim of this world should be known to everyone, especially the righteous. We are classified the righteous as being the people who belong to the right God. God, the God of righteousness, truth, freedom, justice, and equality are the nation of righteousness. Today, the so-called American Negro must be resurrected and made to know and understand the fate of anyone who will follow or be deceived by the art deceivers. The strongest and most powerful weapons the art deceiver have at their disposal is to deceive the world of righteousness, the nation of Islam. They do not stop at the common ignorant Muslims, but reach also for the scholars and scientists of Islam, who should be aware of their trickery and deceits. We are in a world that is passing out of existency, and she is putting up a fight war to destroy the nation of righteousness. Be aware to try to oppose the success of Allah's truth only has the doom of falsehood and its teachers. The world evil makes the first attack on the world righteousness, thereby clearly showing herself as being the enemy of righteousness. When she thinks she has built up a strong enough force to attack the righteous, she does so, which I have said before, hastening her own doom. See, falsehood cannot be victorious over the truth in the days of truth. See, the resurrection is a day of truth. See, the resurrection is a day of truth as a trumpet over falsehood. The arch deceiver forced war against himself. See, the ultimate aim is to do as the people always have done. Try to destroy the preachers of truth and those who believe and follow him. See, this was the aim of Cain when he slayed his brother Abel, and the aim of the dragon when he sought to destroy the women, the messengers, as it is written, Revelations chapter 12, verse 4. The lost-found members of that nation should be taught to know the ultimate aim of this world. God has visited them and has prepared a teacher and myself to teach them, thereby making it easy for them to understand and recognize this world and its secret ultimate aim. It is even given in the Bible in Revelation chapter 12:9. It speaks of the members belonging to the righteous nation and showed that through deceits, Satan caused them to become as himself against the truth, peace, justice, safety, security, one who would enjoy if he only was not deceived it. Under deceit, see the weak-minded who have no understanding or knowledge of the arch deceiver. The devil, Satan are made prey in the hands of the arch deceivers. They will bring about war as a showdown between the God of righteousness and the God of unrighteousness, the devil. It already had begun. God must fulfill his promise to show himself as God over all the power of heaven and earth and man on earth. As it is written, Thessalonians chapter 2:9, he come after the work of Satan. Satan had been given the power, knowledge, and authority to deceive as many as he could before the appearance of God or the universal manifestation of the presence of God. He was given this power in the beginning according to chapter 2 and 7 of the Holy Quran, and according to the Bible, Genesis 1:26, Revelation 6:4 and 8, Revelation 12:3 and 4. We have known all our life that the devil was a great deceiver, an enemy of God, and that he wished to be the victorious with his knowledge of superior art and deceiving the people of God. He desired to cast them down, disgrace them, and make them accept his deceits before the very face of God and the general resurrection of the dead. The so-called American Negro, as I had repeatedly taught in my article, sermon, and lecture to my people, are spiritually dead. They have been touched and paralyzed to death by the arch deceiver through his missionary teachings, his literature, his personal conversation, and by accepting his advice. God has given to me a very strong and available truth that will defend and protect and prevent you from falling victim to the arch deceiver. Read these and treasure them. They are your life. Ignore them. It is your death. Now, the resurrection means, my brothers, that we as a black people will rise from a mental death. See, Christianity teaches resurrection, that people will come out from their grave and walk about. That's so much nonsense now. Practicing reading the resurrection means that we as a people will rise from a mental death. So you got to realize who you are and discover who the devil is and name the beast that he was. And like Joseph was a slave, So now we see the great days, the terrible days of God. Now we must not forget how we are warned by prophecy for 100 years and for 1,000 years that an end must come to his world. See, this is why the Lord is not slow in keeping his promise, as some count slowness, but he's going to be very patient towards you, not wishing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. See, with the day is like 1,000 years. 1,000 years is merry like a day with the Lord. So what kind of people you are to be? You got to be a spiritual being, because this day is going to be kept, my brothers, with fervent fire and heat. You're not going to be here to survive that. So therefore, we are looking forward for a new heaven, a new earth, where we're going to reign with him. When there's going to be a day of rejoice, there's going to be a day of remembrance. So the ruler of this world, my brothers and sisters, must be removed, and a crown must be taken off and placed upon another head, and they will rule in justice and righteousness. The people of this world have now become so wicked and so fearful of the consequences of their own rule until the almost stopless vision is gone, and the fearfulness has taken hold of the people. The heads is going to and fro to the nations of the earth to find a way of peace between the heads of nations. A great time, a terrible sometime, a terrible time. See, the hearts of the people are all beginning to weaken and to fail because of what is going on, or what they see is coming. America and our people have lived so rich and so joyfully in wickedness and murder, robbery, hatred of one another, until they have hardened their hearts so much that they are made to think that they can make friends and live on with those upon whom they have no mercy. They crushed all the weak nations of the earth with their power and brought them to the clutches of slavery. They forced all nations to bow. They pushed their borders around the earth as the kings did in his day and time. But in those days, we see the king boast. Think over it. We see England made that same boast. We see England used to boast that the sun did not set on an empire. Take a look at England today. There is no British empire for the sun or moon to set on. This morning, May 30, 1972, the radio news announcers says that they found mines in the Chicago River. This make it all get more frightening. If a mine should blow a ship up in the city limit, it would be dangerous to the life of the people. Just think over this. The Chicago River runs through the downtown sections of Chicago, Illinois. No one wants to frighten the people more, but the frightening of the people sometimes does good. The great days, the terrible days, people are just being shot down on the streets or right in their homes while walking the streets. They are blown down as though their life are nothing. The great days, the terrible days. America dreaded destiny. American people have been here according to history since a few years after Columbus, the explorers. She conquered the Red Indians, the original owners of the land, whom she found here and took it for a home for herself and kind. See that? They came out of Europe, my brothers and sisters, ever since Christopher Columbus, ever since He been here 1462 as he founded America. When they came here, they took the country from the native Indians who had the independent claim called the present country of America. And you've seen she has continued conquering until her conquering powers have gone around the earth, affecting every civilized nation's submission to her will. You see, she was successful in forcing other people to bow to her will, whether they like it or not. Now it is the hands of God, which is after America, to force her into submission, a hand from which we had no defense, as it is written and prophesied in the Bible under the name of Babylon. See, Jeremiah 51:25. Behold, I'm against you, O destroying mountain, said the Lord, which destroyed all the earth. I will stretch out my hands upon you and roll you down from the rock and make you a burnt mountain. Jeremiah 51:53 says, though Babylon shall mount up to heaven, and though she shall be fortified the heights of her strength, yet from me shall spoils come into her, said the Lord. America is under a destruction similar to that of ancient Babylon. In the Bible, Jeremiah and Isaiah and Revelation of John prophesies concerning her. Babylon they mentioned is a future Babylon and not Babylon of the past. America have enslaved all of the so-called Negro, and her evil mistreatment of them is similar to ancient Babylon enslavement and mistreatment of the Jews according to the scriptures. It took the hands of God to bring the kings of Babylon and his people into submission to the power of God. He brought the surrounding kings and the power against ancient Babylon in the prime, the heights of her glory, the handwriting on the walls, the casting them down, and his followers into the furious furnace, making drunk the people of God with their strong wine, and then mocking them. So has America done to the so-called Negro. America makes him drunk with wine, whiskey, and beer, and then laugh at him. She put him into the furious furnace, burned him at the stakes, while sitting around with her family drinking intoxicating drinks, laughing at the burning flesh of God's people. Now keep in mind, Moloch did the same thing. Now these people used to eat marshmallows while your children was hung on a billboard right in the South. You can't make this up. Bodies is laid out on the streets, on the highways, in the wooden fields, in the bushes, right in the South, where the lynching days was real. You know what I mean? A few years ago when I was in Georgia, I could witness my people being mistreated. And after 600 years of the devil being here, brothers, you gotta understand the lynchers live right up the street, next door, up the alley. And when they are brought in their native lands and they go in front of their judge, the judge give them a big smile, a hand clap, as though he ought to go back out there and kill them all. He ought to kill them all. Right in the South. You can't make this up. So we see America have lived in peace so far as forging war is concerned. She had destroyed other people and their towns and cities. She had leveled them to the ground, and she still prepared to do the same with her great stockpiles. She says she had enough bombs and destructive weapons to destroy all human beings on the face of the earth 3 times, and still has some left. Of this she boasts. But Allah God has said to me that he will destroy America and bring her into her knees in humiliation. See, God in 2 Psalms verse 4, he will sit in the heaven and he shall laugh. He'll have you in humiliation. It is true. He will sit in the heaven and he shall laugh. He'll have you in confusion. So we see the destruction sent to ancient Babylon, recorded in the Bible, is the answer to most of what he has said to me will come upon the now rich America. Rain, hail, snow, earthquakes, fire, these weapons all belong to God. America, how do you fight an army like this? The aforementioned weapons of Allah God cannot be ignored. The whole year had been a year therefore of Allah God pledging America, day and night, with storms, rain, flood, killing, and destroying properties. And in some, we see the coming of winter. We see hail have been falling in some places. We see the size of golf balls, baseballs, and footballs. We see the rain continue to fall in places. And a dreadful snow blizzard is now in a working. And cold wind is blowing in the north to come against America, as it is written and prophesied in Joel 38, 22 and 23. Have you entered into the treasure of the snow? Or have you seen the treasure of the hell, which I have, we serve against the time of trouble, against the days of battle and war? See, all in the New England states, all in her northern states, there are disasters from South Dakota, North Dakota, Montana, Minnesota, all in the Carolinas. There are disaster areas. You see, earthquakes are now again to be recognized, touching America lightly. But nevertheless, they are here with all of her well preaching of Christianity. You see, today she had not been a good Christian herself. As Jeremiah says, arise, get you up into this wealthy nation that dwelt without care, said the Lord, which had neither gates nor bars, which dwelt alone. Discord respond to America. She lives situated between the two greatest bodies of water of the earth, the Atlantic and the Pacific. And she is careless. She rejoices in her evil and filth as though she is protected from the divine hands of God. Jeremiah 50:31. Behold, I'm against you, most proud, said the Lord God of hosts. For your days has come, the time that I will visit you. Allah God is visiting America with great destruction, which he hath to pour upon the wicked of America. Now, We see America being divinely curtained on all sides. Sword 31, well, let's go 1341. Sword 1341. We have visited a land and curtained a nation from its eyes. After the mistreatment of the so-called Nickel for 400 years, she desired now to deceive them, to cause them to suffer with her and to share her doom. This is why Revelation 18, verse 4 says, "Come out of her, my people." Now, Jeremiah 50, verse 6, "My people have been lost sheep. The shepherd has caused them to go astray. The white and black preachers of Christianity have turned them away on the mountain. They have gone from the mountains to hill. They have forgotten their resting place, their native people and country." See, Jeremiah 50, verse 7, "All that found them has devoured them." And the adversary says, "We offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord, the habitation of justice, even the Lord, the hope of their fathers. Since the white man have made the so-called Negro as wicked a person as himself, now these are the words that he speaks. They are just as evil as we. So therefore Allah guides against them too." The so-called Negro repeat the same and says the white man is no worse than the so-called Negro. The white man has opened all of his doors of avenue of temptation to lure the Negro in for total destruction. Again, we have a warning to lead a people with whom God is angry, as the people of ancient Babylon was warned to do. Jeremiah 51:45. "My people go out of the midst of her, deliver every man his soul from the furious anger of God." All of the plagues, destruction, and judgment which Allah God used to destroy the wicked and disobedient from the time of Adam until this day will be brought upon America. Then she will be burned with fire. This is the time of trouble that shall bring America into insanity. The dreadful times of America. America, especially North America, have entered into a time that was predicted by Jesus and a prophet between him. In the 24th chapter, we see of Matthew, there is a prophecy made by Jesus of the present time of America without mentioning her name. So we see when it comes to the dreadful times of America, we see North America have entered into this time predicted by Moses and Jesus. Now, he referred to this country as a world because this part of the earth is referred to in many places by the prophet and by Jesus himself as a realness. The name America is not yet 500 years old, so the prophet refers to it as a realness and a prophecy. It is terrific. I use the word terrible because it is not a thing that can be described as something mild or something that is moving slowly, nor something that can be recognized so easily by the common people. It is clear to all who can see that America has reached the stage about which she has always have been warned. She always have wanted to keep it a secret because of the so-called Negro. She never desired for the slave to know too much of what was in store for her because of enslavement and mistreating her slave. She had reared them for the past 400 years, and she knows them. She knows how they think and how they react to her teachings, and she knows the fear of her. She knows the slave, but the slave do not know America the white slave master.